Hi everybody, welcome to Coffee Date. I'm gonna give, yes, Pioneer Woman, yes. I'm gonna give everybody a few seconds to jump on before I start today's coffee date. Hi everybody. Oh, I'm drinking tea too. Hello. It is a Pioneer Woman mug. I spoke at a women's event a week ago and they gave me this mug and a Starbucks gift card as a thank you for speaking at their women's event. So it's kind of like they didn't even know me, but they knew the way to my heart was coffee mugs and coffee. And so this is from the Pioneer Woman collection at Walmart, which she's super smart, and Walmart is smart because that might be one of the only reasons that I might make a trip to Walmart sometime soon, is to check out the rest of her collection. I've seen people post a few of the items online, and I read her blog, and so I've seen the different things that she's posted from her collection. Yeah. So there's a couple things I go to Walmart for, and that might be one of them. Other than that, I pretty much avoid Walmart at all costs. So I'm drinking tea right now. I'm drinking some chai tea. I know, right? It's so pretty. I'm drinking tea right now, some chai tea in this lovely Pioneer Woman mug. I wanted to jump in today and say happy Friday. Thank you for joining me for Coffee Date. My name is Andrea Worley, and I am a wife, a mom, and a lifestyle blogger. And I write at andreaworley.com, and you can find me on Instagram at Andrea M. Worley, that's Worley. And I'm excited to be with you guys today. I just wanted to have some random chit chat today and hang out with you guys for a little bit and talk about the week and talk about the weekend. If you guys want to tell me where you're from as you're just joining, my family and I, we live in beautiful, hot, sunny Phoenix, Arizona. Good morning. And so I am trying to channel the fall weather by staying inside my house with my air conditioning on. Yes, I bet Miami is hot. Pennsylvania is probably so nice right now. California, okay. Lori, hello from Georgia. It's so hot right now, you guys. Yesterday was a high of 106, which was 1 degree away from the record for this time of year in Phoenix. Hi, Christy from Phoenix. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's hot. I decorated my front porch this week. I started putting out some pumpkins and different things, and I feel like I've lived here for 6 years now, and we came from the Midwest where they have 4 seasons. And me too, Nicole. Me too. I'm so over the heat. And so I looking to move to Litchfield Park. Oh, that's really close to where I live. I love Litchfield Park. My husband and I just had a date night last weekend at the Wigwam Resort, which is in Litchfield Park. Sorry, Zane's talking to me right now. What do you want?
I want another chocolate thing.
Okay, I'll get you one in just a second, okay?
No.
Okay, hold on just a second. Anyways, what I was going to say is that fall resides in your heart. No matter where you live in the country, whether you have hot weather right now or whether you have beautiful fall weather with the changing leaves, I've decided that fall resides in your heart. So I will go ahead and decorate with my pumpkins and drink my pumpkin spice lattes and bring on fall. Cheers to fall. Okay, so Tonight I have my very first book club. I've never participated in a book club before, and so tonight some of the gals from my Thrive Moms local group, we're doing, oh, you're putting out Halloween decorations. Awesome. Coffee o'clock, yes. We're doing a book club tonight, and we read The Best Yes by Lisa Turkhurst. I actually read this book last year sometime, and I totally was one of those people, they say don't judge a book by its cover. But I totally judged this book by its cover because when I initially saw this book, I thought it is a great book. I thought, I don't need to read that. I know how to say yes and no. I'm really good, actually, at saying no to things and knowing my limits on things and not filling my schedule up and different things. And so I thought, I don't need to read that book. But the Lord, isn't it so funny how the Lord just kind of like whispers things to you? And so I picked this book up anyway, and I totally thought it was going to be about like planning your days or your schedule, and it is sort of about that, but it's really more about making wise decisions and choosing to give God your best and choosing to allow Him to speak to you about what is best or what is the best for your life and with your time in regards. So I super loved this book, and I highlighted the heck out of it, and have referred a lot to it in the last few months just for different things. So I'm super excited to meet with the ladies tonight and discuss this book with them. Zane is making all kinds of, see him back there? He's making all kinds of crazy noise while I'm trying to coffee date chat right now. So that's just how we do. We just keeping it real. Crazy toddler. We've been potty training. You've probably heard me talk about that before in other Periscopes if you've watched. And he's doing super well, and he's wearing underwear most of the time, and we're venturing out in public with the underwear on, and so we are crossing our fingers that he's going to continue on this trend and do really well at it. We moved Zane into a big boy bed this week on Sunday, actually, and he's fallen out of his bed like 3 times. Oh, poor thing. I think I'm going to have to get one of those, like, there's, like, I don't know, things at the Toys R Us or Babies R Us, where you, like, put it up against so they can't fall out, those little gate things. I'm not sure what they're called, but because he keeps falling out of his bed. Both my kids are they move a lot when they sleep. They, like, thrash around, and he does that. And so because he is a mover, he has moved a little too much and fallen out of the bed. So lots of changes around our house just with potty training and moving Zane to a big boy bed. And I've been slowly selling all of the baby things. It started at the end of last year when I had a big garage sale, and I sold a lot of Ava's baby clothes that I had been holding on to and were in storage in our garage for like 3-4 years. And so I had a big garage sale and sold all of her baby clothes. I sold a lot of like Exercaucer and different baby things. So it started there. And then once we moved to our new home, I started selling the nursery furniture. And last night I sold the crib and the changing station, and I didn't think that it would be emotional, but I was more emotional about selling the crib than anything else, which I think is probably totally normal and totally understandable. But I'm really trying to not be a hoarder, and I mean that in all sincerity, because I come from a legit long line of women in my family that are hoarders. and I get super emotionally attached to things. And there are things that I definitely save and have in memory books and different things. But I really kind of like fight against this grain of hoarding things and big things, and really trying to remember that the memories are, in my mind, in my heart, and that's what I can take with me, and I don't want to be attached to material things. And so I sold the crib, and it's just kind of like one day yesterday, just kind of emotional in an instant as it was being loaded onto a truck for the person that was coming to get it. And then I was kind of over it, and I feel like that's how it should be, So Zane has a completely big boy room now. There's just a few things that came over from his nursery, but no nursery furniture. So I'm hoping to have a room reveal up on the blog soon, and give you guys maybe a sneak peek and a tour maybe next week on Periscope of his new room. So that's what we've been doing this week. We've been literally watching my child go from a baby to a toddler overnight. Not really, but sort of. All these big changes of potty training and moving him into a big boy bed and different things like that have really all come at once. And that's just kind of how we Worleys do things. We just do things full force, full speed ahead, all at once. When I was pregnant with Zane, we moved into a brand new house 2 weeks before I gave birth to him. So, and then when I went into labor with him, he came 39 minutes after we got to the hospital. And so it was a lot of change all at once. And then when we moved this year in May, we literally had Ava's pre-K graduation one day, and literally the next day we closed on our house and we moved, and we spent that weekend moving. And so it was a lot of stuff all at once. But I feel like that's just how we have always done things. Not intentionally, we didn't plan it like that. It just happened that the closing date fell on the next day after her pre-K graduation, and so we were having to pack and move and do all these things all in a certain time period. But what the Lord has shown me is through those really super busy seasons, as we rely on Him and rely on His strength that He gives us, He just carries us through it with a lot of grace and a lot of patience for each other. And so it all works out, and I try not to stress about that kind of stuff anymore, because I've seen God's hand move, and I've seen how He carries things and how He works time and time again in my life and in our lives as a married couple. So it's good. So anyways, we're having coffee today. So tell me what you guys are up to this weekend in the comments. Let me know what you guys are doing. I want to hear what you guys are doing. Are you doing any fun fall activities this weekend? Are you doing anything as a family? What are you guys up to? We have soccer tomorrow, which my kids are super excited about. So what are you guys up to this weekend? What are you doing tonight? What are you doing on Saturday? Let me know. Nobody's doing anything. You guys are all going to sleep in, sit around, which is totally fine too. I long for the day where my kids sleep past 6 a.m. So I got to teach Ava how to get the cereal out. Date night. Yeah. Yay for date night. That's fun. Where are you guys going? What do you guys do for date night? We tried out a new restaurant last week when we had our date night. It was good. It wasn't the best service, and I had to send my meal back. Oh, I love the melting pot. I love the melting pot. My husband does not love the melting pot, so we don't ever go there, but I love the melting pot. Pouring rain all weekend. Oh, are you guys probably getting some of that storm, that hurricane maybe? Which I gave a weather lesson this morning to my children when my daughter asked what a hurricane was. So that was fun. That's awesome. Have fun on your date night. That's fun. I love date night. I wish date night could be like every night, right? If we had unlimited resources and childcare, that would be fun. From the hurricane. Are you guys like hunkering down and like headed to the grocery store? I've seen some people's posts on social media about, you know, getting ready for the storm and going to the store and getting things. We never get rain here in Phoenix. I mean, I don't want to say never, but really it's a rarity. And so, being from the Midwest, where you get all 4 seasons, moving here to Phoenix, people are crazy. When it rains here, they don't know how to drive. They freak out. They don't know how to drive in the rain. They don't know what to do with themselves. It's like a shiny unicorn. Everyone goes outside and they watch the rain and they take pictures and they post it on social media. And it cracks me up because, you know, I'm just like, it's just rain, you know, that's all it is. But when it doesn't ever rain here, and like a lot of people, they've grown up here, they're born and raised, and they don't ever see rain. That's how my kids are going to be. My poor kids, they were born here. They were born here in Phoenix. They've only seen snow one time in their lives. It hardly ever rains here, so when it does, they're so excited. It's really hilarious, and sometimes as a mom, I feel like, am I depriving my kids of an experience of having 4 seasons? And then I remember how much I hate winter and don't want to live in a place where it's winter, 10 months out of the year or whatever. So then I get over it really quickly. So anyways, thank you for joining me for coffee today. It was awesome to chat with you guys, and I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Bye, friends.